Hi, chat. Hello, hello. Happy Monday. We're just making it Monday now as well because we're just going to manifest that it's just as good as Friday. But hi, it's so good to see all of you. I hope you're doing well. Um, for those of you who were here on co-working, it's good to see you again. And for those of you who were here just now, it's really good to see you. Let's go, Anna. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so proud of you. Also, hold on. Let me scroll down and let me check first crew. Maggie, Faye, Liker, Felipe, and Rose, congratulations for snatching one of the first 5. I hope you guys enjoy your part of the cool crew today. I feel like you're going to be really cool marbles. And then Thomas, thank you so much for the 240 stream streak. Crazy, crazy. And Cozy-ish, thank you so much for the 5 stream streak. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we have Fala with the 20 stream streak. Sounds good, Esther. Sounds good. I was probably gonna read your message during break, but that's a good short answer. Thanks for the summary. That is a lot of streams. I know. Took a nice nap between streams. Oh, I love that for you. I love that. Also welcome in everyone. I hope you guys are doing good. I actually had time to read this break. It was so nice. Scott actually finished the food super early, so we were basically done with food, and like I cleaned the kitchen and everything, and then it was 6, and I was like, I have a whole hour. So I read, and it was really nice, and I basically finished my chapter. It was a little bit of a gruesome chapter though, so yeah, that like now that's stuck in my brain. As in, like, actually, this book sometimes is really detailed in how disgusting it is. Like, it's the realities of like wartime and stuff, but it's sometimes I'm like, oh damn. So yeah, I read. Esther, let's freaking go. Thank you so much for the 240 stream streak as well. Absolutely bonkers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so many. Both of you have like streaks literally ever since the streaks were introduced. That is mind-boggling. That literally blows my mind. Also, Anna, work was good. Work was good. I actually managed to finish the story cut edit of my 100 days video, which I started with the 26 and a half hours of content. Like, I literally had 26 and a half hours of recording, and I now have 1 hour and 37 minutes left. Which I still need to do like the final cut, and there's going to be time lapses added, and I'm going to like cut out some other details that probably for the story flow like I don't need as much. So I'm aiming to get the video towards like somewhere between 1 hour 15 minutes and 1 hour 30 minutes. That's like the range I'm going for. So I still have quite some things I probably will need to cut out like another 20-25 minutes. But now, like, I basically what I did, I went through the whole timeline and I kept all the things that I think are needed. And now I'm going to go through it again. And I've placed like markers on my timeline of things that I want to add. Whereas, like, sometimes I want to do a voiceover, and sometimes I want to do like a this and like a add a little effect or a sound effect, or sometimes I want to do like a time lapse. And then now I basically got to go through the timeline and do all those step by step. I'm going to start with all the titles and effects, and then I'm going to add the time lapses, and then we're going to do a final cut. So I'll still be working on it this week and probably a little bit next week, but this was like such a massive milestone because getting through the 26 hours of content, like I was anticipating that to take longer than it did. So I like watching those videos. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. I think we're all a day behind. I didn't get that one streak. Thomas forgot one streak, and Tanisha forgot one. Wait, really? But wait, how does that work if you forget one? Oh, that's because I do 2 streams a day. So you keep your streak, but you don't. So you still like miss out on one. Oh, you freeze it. Ah. Also, Cuckoo, thank you so much for the 230 stream streak. Also ridiculously long. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Absolutely bonkers. Also, Chris, welcome in. It's good to see you. The 100 days Roland, I see what you did there. But yeah, I'm very excited for this one. I don't know, I think it's gonna be a fun video. Even just like making the video, I had a really good time. And I challenged myself for sure in terms of like how I was playing. So it was, even if like the video was horrible, I still had a great learning experience. So that was really fun. Playing Ultimate Decades while hanging out. Have fun. That sounds so good. Also, I saw a message from Thomas earlier about the cutest B&B ever. True Enchanted Gardens included. You can't just say that and then not tell me which B&B it is. You now have to tell me, of course. Like, if you want to do it publicly or share a link, either way, I need to know. Because that sounds really good. Also, you posted Springs. Oh, yes. Oh my God. Let me check out the photos. I love it. Oh, that looks so nice. Listen, I'm just a little jelly. That looks really good. It's been really warm. It's just going to get warmer in the coming days. You also figured out your Da Vinci problems. Let's freaking go. Slay. Let's go. Let's go. Another great wardrobe piece. Thank you. Thank you. Was made by Dina. And yes, I will brag about that every single time someone mentions it because look at how cool it is. Look at how cool it is. Can you share any streak? No, only milestones. So like I think every 5, right? So you start with 3, you can first, or maybe 2. I think they changed it. So you start with like 2 or 3, and then 5, 10, 15, and so on and so forth. That sounds like a great idea, Thomas. Yes. I think that's very smart. Warmer, yeah. So today is actually really good. Today's like 23 degrees. Tomorrow is going to be like, I don't know, 27 or something. And then it's going to be 20. Then it's going to be 30, 33, 30. Like it's going to literally be so warm again this week. So yeah. And it is that braggable. I know. The water is constantly, hold on. I have to do F2C 72. Ooh, that's a really good water temperature. That's like nice that you can cool down. But it's like, it's not cold. We have 34 here again. Yeah, your 34 is coming our way. You just have it early. We get 38 on Friday. Yeah, it's going to be 33 here on Friday. I think 33 on Thursday, 30 on Friday. The command is so cool, right? I love that command so much. It also works the other way around. So if you type C2F and then type the amount, it also works. I need that command so often. This literally stems from the fact that there was a time on my stream, I don't know when exactly, but where like I had to look this up so often. Like when we were talking about this stuff, I would always get my converter on Google out. And at one point, my mod Sweetie was like, hold on, we got to fix this. And then he set up the command and it's been so useful. Overheard someone on the bus be like, oh my God, look how cute fall is coming early. And I'm like, no, trees are shredding because of the heat. Yeah, they're not. It's not fall. It's just they're dying. Glad we got a couple of windy 22s, 24s in the past week. Yeah, at least the house isn't crazy inside anymore. That is very true. We also got it down to like a reasonable temperature inside. Screaming in the abyss. Is it like a marble race? It's not really like a marble race. It's more so that we get to build our own marble tracks. Like we get to design them. And then you guys can be the marbles through a Twitch integration. So like when we're testing the marbles, you guys get to join as a marble in the game. But I'm building the track. Just like, you know, I don't know if you guys did this as a kid. But as a kid, I built marble tracks. Like I had a wooden one and later like in life a plastic one at my grandparents. That was like modular. The wooden was a bit simpler. That was like a puzzle that you would just put together. Like that was just like there was one configuration. That was it. And then the plastic one that I had at my grandparents when I was like a bit older, that one was like fancy and you could set up different routes and stuff. A bright colored plastic one. I think I had a very similar one. But the wooden one, I very vividly remember as a kid. Like, I don't know, it has that like typical nostalgia for me. In school, we used to have marble races against other classes. That's awesome. I love that. No, it is not like the other marble games online. So the other marble online games basically already has the tracks loaded in. And this game is very much focused on the building experience. The Twitch integration is just a nice extra. So whereas the other marble games are like very much focused on like the races with the community. Maybe we can race in this one, but that's not like the point of the game. The point of the game is actually building the tracks, which is exactly why I've been really excited about it, because I think that's a really cool part. Yeah, I know it looked like October since June. We've very much had the same. I actually recently cleaned my balcony because it was a mess. My balcony was like genuinely disgusting because there were so many dead plants and stuff, and I just hadn't taken care of it at all this year. Also, our furniture that was on the balcony was falling apart. So, like, I needed to do a good deep clean. I did that last weekend, and I have two like tiny apple trees on the balcony. In the apple tree's defense, I also didn't water it. So it's completely my fault that it was very dried out. But like it had leaves as if it was fall, like orange leaves. And I was like, oh my goodness. Mine was wood. Yeah. The wooden ones I feel like are like have a special place in my heart. Um, but other than that, yeah, all of us are struggling in the heat, huh? All of us are struggling in the heat. A bigger square. Oh no, this is also small squares. Look. She literally just made granny squares and then put them together and then added like a trim and stuff. But as far as I know, I think it's just 4 granny squares and then 4 granny squares and then 2 here on the sides. It's very boxy. So if you know how to make granny squares, theoretically you could make this. And then she just, like I said, she added like a trim all around. And then obviously she like joined them at the shoulders. And then she crocheted these little things that she just attached. There's also one at the top, but I kind of like tucked it in. So it's like right here. I kind of tucked it in because I like to have it open instead of like also close it here. But there is if I ever want to, there is a little thread that allows me to close it as well. Oh, the car things. Yes, I also had the wooden car things. It's 33 degrees Celsius for us and thunderstorming every day this week. Okay, that is actually crazy. I feel like thunderstorming is really cozy, but if it's that often and that intense, that would probably make me a little scared. Apple tree has perished due to the heat. Yeah, I think mine have also perished. I tried to water it, but I have no high hopes. And I'm just going to try and keep watering it, see if it comes back to life. You never know. Actually, trees can be quite resilient. They can go into like sort of like a hibernation phase where they're not actively growing, but they're also not dying. But maybe mine are dead. Oof, yeah. Going to the zoo that would be very warm. That would be very warm. You've already planned other stuff on the other days. Just make sure that you bring enough water and maybe like take a spray bottle so you can just like spray your neck and like, I don't know, wet your shirt sometimes because that can cool you down so much. I see. I see. So when you were being suspicious, you were actually suspicious. I had a feeling. I was wondering when it would happen. So, okay, now hello, I'm going to tell everyone. I have to tell everyone what happened. Because obviously Hollow is a mod as well. And all of my mods can see every single channel in Discord. So the mods can technically see the secret garden. Even if they don't have the gardener role, they can already see it. So last week, I think it was on Tuesday or Monday, Hollow very suspiciously posts a picture of grass in the gardener room. Hold on, let me scroll up. Can I show this? Yeah, okay. This. So Tanisha asks, what are you doing? So Hollow says, did you see the grass move? Probably the wind. And then Tanisha says, I do see it. And then Hollow says, I don't know. I'm not supposed to be here. And I said, sus. And that was it. That was my only response. I was like, I have a feeling like Hollow's probably going to redeem that sometime soon. But I just said sus and nothing else. And then Hollow posted another gif of someone hiding in the bushes. And I was like waiting. I was like, so when is it going to happen? But today is the day. Let's freaking go. Also, Noah, welcome in. It's good to see you. And Jess, welcome in as well. But that means we have a new gardener. Let's go. And also thank you, Esther, for setting it up. Let's go. Hold on. I have to. If you are a gardener, make sure to give Hollow a warm welcome. Officially. in the gardener room in the secret garden. Also, hello, if you want to receive your gardener card, feel free to make a ticket or send me a DM. That's also completely okay with your address so that I can send you your official initiation letter into the secret garden. But thank you so much for hanging out with us that you got to redeem that. That is 1 million point. How the fuck are people gardener already? I think at this point, Tanisha has been a gardener for like more than 200 days. And Tanisha was the first gardener. At this point, we have quite some gardeners. Also, I have something interesting. Hold on, let me do a double check for this. Because we now have 9 gardeners. There's 9 people with this role. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. More than 50% of the gardeners is Dutch. That's crazy. Also, that is 9 million channel points combined. That's crazy. You should start calling it the Boulder. Secret garden? What do you mean? It's just a polder. It's just a polder. Or this is just a derde maasvlakte. What do channel points do? Okay, so channel points are points that you save up by watching the stream. You can increase your channel points by subscribing. The higher tier you subscribe on, the faster you save channel points. By joining things like raids, by having watch streaks, by cheering bits. There's like basically anything you do to interact with the stream. Or if you just watch, they'll also tally up just slower. You can basically increase your pace by doing any of the other things. But I would say that those are like the ways that you can get your channel points, and then you can use them. Every single streamer has channel points. And every single streamer can set up themselves what they do with it. So in this particular channel, one of the things that you can redeem are roles in the Discord. We have 4 roles at this point, and we now have a command for it. So I can just do this. That explains the roles. Yeah, tier 3 sub and then tier 2, that definitely helps. I feel like subscribing on a higher tier, the increased pace of saving helps a ton in getting the bigger roles. How do they benefit you? They benefit me for the fact that you guys save them by watching. And by watching, you are part of the community. How do you make Discord roles? I would suggest putting that question into Google. That's not because I don't want to answer, but that's just because that actually requires like a tutorial on how to set that up on Discord, and I can't just explain that with 3 words. That includes an entire Discord onboarding system and like setting up a Discord server. So if you want to know how to do that, Google probably has a great tutorial, or even like YouTube has probably a video exactly showing how to do it. But I can't explain that quite easily on stream. Do you earn more by commenting, being active, or does lurking work for points? Lurking works for points. The thing is, there is like a bonus every hour, I think, that you'll get. But if you have to like click to redeem the bonus, but you can do that while lurking. You just have to keep an eye on it. Or you can get better TTV that actually collects the bonuses automatically for you. That's what I have, because I always forget to click the bonuses if I'm lurking. I'm just lurking. I think chatting doesn't get you more channel points. I do know that joining raids, having stream streaks, subscribing, cheering bits, stuff like that can actually increase. But those are more like one-time bonuses. So if you join a raid, I believe you get 450 channel points. Exactly, Rose. Exactly. I have the auto claim as well. Don't feel obligated to feel that you have to. Oh, yes. That's also a good shout. The roles are like a fun addition for people if you want, like if you're on the Discord and you want to showcase that you've been in stream for X amount of time. Like the roles basically change the way that your name looks. They also unlock some additional content, and the last 2 roles unlock additional channels as well. So it is fun to save up for them. The reason I do stuff like this is because in theory, everyone has the same opportunity to save channel points. You can increase the pace if you want to subscribe to the channel or like actually pay money, but I want to make sure that these things are always behind something that's not paywall related. So even if you just spend time here in the stream, like the palm tree rule, it does take a little bit to get to, but it's like it's not impossible for people to get to. Same with the coconut, like it might take a while to get there, but it's like it's not impossible. I know the rose room is a bit of a bigger step, like as someone who, I think there's only 2 streams that I have had that many points in, but those are also streams where I was like, I would feel part of the community in a way that I would want to redeem those roles. Is there a reason to redeem the smaller roles if you still need to save for the bigger roles? What do you mean? Is there a reason? I mean, they stack, so yeah. If you redeem the big role, we'll just give you your points back because you need to get them in order. So the reason is I made the rules. Also, the reason that I did that is because I basically wanted people to have earlier roles that they can already redeem as like a first little step as they're working their way up to the bigger roles. All the roles still have like perks attached to them, but I didn't want to have just a singular step from 0 to like the rose one. I'm a coconut. Spoiler, I was in fact not a coconut. Manifesting gardener for me next year. Hey, it is possible. It is possible. I did Rose Room custom audio sound on tier 1 sub, a little under 2 years, I believe. And I'm not here every stream. Yeah, it is very doable. It's like, I set it up basically, especially since I started doing co-working. So initially we only had, like the rose role was originally like the biggest role, but that was when I didn't do co-working yet. And obviously when I started doing co-working, I started streaming many more hours. So all of a sudden, quite a lot of people got to rose quite fast. So I realized that it could be fun to have like an even bigger role, which is where the gardener was born. To have like something that is like a super big role to work towards, but it's never like expected to get any of those roles in the community. It's just like a fun thing that if you do save a lot of channel points, you could technically redeem them. Just got my 7-month resub today. Yeah, the rose role is very doable if you have time to hang out and stream a lot for sure. You're gonna be a cat mom for the next few weeks. Sadly under sad circumstances because my childhood cat, oh no, she's gonna come heal in your apartment because it's not ideal to do that in your parents' house. I'm so sorry to hear that, but at the same time, the fact that you get to care for her through like such a rough time and that you get to be her safe space, like that is like ultimate cat parent. Honestly, it is wild that we already have multiple gardeners. It is, but at the same time, I introduced the gardener role like over 2 years ago. So I'm not that surprised that we have multiple. Trying to save for rose or sound. Yeah, that is definitely a struggle a lot of people have. Trying to decide whether they want to go for the sound or the rose. And although it's pretty skinny, it's low-key thriving and has grown long enough to wrap around your whole desk floor lamp. Let's go. Yeah, Monsteras can grow pretty fast and pretty big. Exactly. It'll be so comforting for the kitty. Now that I actually sleep. No, but please, that is good. I am proud of you for actually sleeping. That is very important. So in a weird way, I'm proud of you for getting to gardener much slower because now you'll actually be a rested gardener. I think you also predicted that once the first gardener arrived, the rest would come pretty quickly, which considering it being 1 million points was true. Yes. That's because I assumed that like the people that would get there were like at the moment I introduced the role were probably already sitting at a similar threshold. So yeah, I figured that once we would start getting the first couple of gardeners, it would go faster. But at the same time, I also feel like there's like a certain batch of people that all have been in the stream a lot. And there's going to come a point when that batch of people sort of like has all redeemed the gardener. And then I'm curious to see how long it's going to take before we get like the next one. Because obviously they're like the quote unquote different category sounds weird, but like you have people that are in stream a lot and every day, and then there's more casual viewers. There's gonna come a point where everyone that is in stream a lot every single time has redeemed the role. So then it's like, let's see how long it's gonna take like a casual viewer to get to the gardener. I'd go for Rose first over the sound for the perks that come with being a Rose. That is true, but some people like to use their sound as they're saving up for Rose. Like they can already enjoy it for quite a while. I'm going to try to be in streams. Exactly. Only from work for physical and mental health, and hoping these variety streams will help me heal. I'm hoping so too. That would be very nice to just bring some good vibes to your day. Or wait until you get yeah, Tanisha just went all in. Tanisha was like, you know what? I'm gonna redeem the gardener role and then get my sound. Yeah, so it was this year. So all gardeners come from 2026. That since I only joined this year, by the time I get it, it's not a special anymore. More reason to be extra active. I mean, I think it's always going to remain special. Because like we've talked about this before, but obviously communities like grow and flow. And I think that means that some people that are going to be here every single day now eventually might fade out to the community because, you know, life happens, things change. Maybe they move, maybe I move. You never know what was going to happen in life. So I think in a way, people that stick around for like 1 million channel points is always going to, like, that's always going to be special. Like, there's always going to be only a relatively small group from a community that will reach that. Just came home, was babysitting for 2 children. When I got home, I noticed that the elevator was broken, so you had to walk up the stairs to the 8th floor. Oh my goodness. Also, I see Be Real. Hold on. I have 1 minute. Do you guys want to be on my Be Real? You guys are going to have to be quick because we have literally 50 seconds. You can say hi to Be Real. I'm Yeah, I put it on my Be Real. You guys are on Be Real. You guys are so real. You know what I feel like with my Be Real? If you look at my Be Real, I'm always at my desk. I feel like Be Real always goes off in the afternoon when I'm at my desk. And then the few times it goes off in the evening, I'm also at my desk. Whereas I'm like, okay, but had it gone off in the evening yesterday, I would have been not at my desk. Or had it gone off, okay, well, this afternoon I would have been at my desk. But I feel like it looks like I'm always at my desk. I'm like, there's so many opportunities. Well, actually, this weekend it went off when I was hanging up laundry. So I was outside actually. She thinks over half the people are NPCs. I mean, let's be real. I feel like we have quite a lot of NPCs in this world. We do. What is Be Real? It is a social media platform where once a day you get a little notification to post a photo. You get like 2 minutes to post the photo. It takes a photo with your back camera and your front camera, and then it posts it and it shares it with the people that like you are following or that follow you. Sorry, that you're like connected with, basically, and that you're friends with. It is like a mutual thing. So you can't like follow someone, or maybe you can. Maybe they add a creator profiles, but I personally don't use that. My Be Real is private. Because I sometimes post stuff where you can literally see like my location and stuff. So I only have people on Be Real that I actually know. And you just get like this little snippet of someone's life. The reason it's called Be Real is because the point of the app is to not like post super polished, very like prepped photos, but to just get like little snippets out of someone's day-to-day life. Which in my case apparently means that I'm always at my desk. And then you can just like you post it, and after 24 hours, it disappears. Only you can see it. Like you can only see your own history, but like other people cannot. And then within like the next 24 hours, it gives you another notification to post again. And yeah, that's basically how it works. Yeah, exactly. It's literally about real, not stage stuff. Like the whole point is there's no punishment for posting late. So like if you don't make it during the 2-minute timer, like I sometimes have it that I'm not on my phone, so I don't see the notification. So you can still post late. But the idea is that you literally just post whatever you're doing in the moment the notification goes off. I hadn't been on Be Real forever. I completely stopped using it like 1.5 years ago. And then I was at TwitchCon and I was hanging out with a bunch of friends, like creator friends at the soccer match. And they were all like, oh my God, we should all make Be Real again, which is exactly why on Be Real, my bio says Amy made me do it. Because Amesy, the Minecraft creator Amesy, actually made me install Be Real right there on the spot. So my bio is Amy made me do it because Amy made me do it. And now I actually keep posting because I actually think it's really fun. I really enjoy. Yes, that is the thing, Hollow. When I reinstalled Be Real and I was like scrolling and I saw like all of my old Be Real moments, I was like, oh yeah, that was so fun. Oh yeah, true. I was doing that back then. Oh my God, that's what my desk looked like at the time. Like it was such a small little snippet that I was like, oh, that's actually fun for myself to be able to remember that as well. Okay. Aren't we all PCs in the lives of other NPCs? Maybe. But yeah, that is true. There are like some people that are really like NPC people. I don't know how else to describe them, but they're like, I don't know, just people that go about their day and they don't like do anything interesting. And I don't to mean that like that sounds judgmental, but that's not how I mean it. I truly mean it like they don't have hobbies. They wake up, they go to work, they do their work, then they come home, they eat a meal, and they go to bed, and then they wake up and they do it again. And like they have maybe 1 or 2 friends that they sometimes see, but they're also kind of busy with their work, so they don't have a lot of energy and they just don't have like a lot of hobbies. So it's just like they're just going about life. Like those people in my head are like NPCs because I'm like, where is your personality? Exactly. Like just do normal human functions that like that's their whole life. They wake up, they eat, sleep, repeat. Like it's just I don't know. My ADHD brain could never, even if I tried. I think I wouldn't survive a day in a life like that. Exactly. I feel like being neurotypical, I just can't like I cannot even fathom my brain just going in that pace. I can't even imagine it. You see such a high density of people, the chances are huge that you're seeing a person on their last day, and almost all people you will never see again. Wait, what do you mean on their last day? Do you mean like chances are huge you're seeing a person right before they die? Is that what you're trying to say? Because that sounds really grim. But yeah, most likely, most people you will never see that. Literally, that's insane and really scary, and I don't want to think about that. That sounds like really scary. It is grim but kind of true. I don't know. I don't see that many old people in a day. And young people do have a percentage chance of dying, but not that high that every single time I'm on the public transport, I would see someone that's about to die. I don't think I think it might be like maybe 1 in 10 times or maybe 1 in 20, but not every single time I'm on public transport. That feels so intense. I don't want to think about the world that way. I don't think my brain can handle that. When I went to Q3 Originals, I let a girl borrow my power bank while we were in the same train, and she went, "I'm never seeing you again." And I went, "Nope, I'll forever be power bank girl for you." See, but like in a way, that's also kind of beautiful because you're still connected. Or that is also true. If you commute, you also have a good chance of seeing people you've seen before, but you just don't remember it. Um, I've had this. Like when I was still working my corporate job, I would so often commute to work and like genuinely be in the train and be like, I remember this person. That I was like trying to dig through my brain where I knew them from, only to realize that I'd just seen them in the train 3 days earlier. Oh, 100%. I literally do this all the time. Okay, listen. We were at Rockwerchter and we were like watching a band. This band is called Dogstar, okay? That's relevant to the story because if you look up the band Dogstar and you look at who their bass player is, you'll understand why we went to go see this band. We had absolutely zero interest in their actual music. I'll spoil it so you guys don't have to actually look it up because that would take time. Their bass player is Keanu Reeves. So we went to go see this band literally because we wanted to see Keanu Reeves perform. Just because that was cool, right? Like, why wouldn't you go see that? This was the most boring music I've ever watched. I'm not gonna lie. As in the actual one, yes. The actual Keanu Reeves is a bass player in a band. But it's like a band of 50 to 60-year-old dudes that look like they are so done with life. And they're playing like the most mellow, washed out rock I've ever heard. There was nothing about this band that actually intrigued me. Like, apart from the fact that Keanu Reeves was playing the bass, it was not my cup of tea. Unfortunately, I was not the only person. This tent started to empty out throughout the performance. It was I felt kind of bad for them, but at the same time, their music just wasn't interesting. Like, they were also not performing in a way that it was interesting. So at one point, me and my best friend, we were kind of like bored during this performance. So we started making up backstories to every single person in this band. We started with the lead singer, and he genuinely looked like a soccer dad. Like, he looked like an NPC who was trying to make his own story. Like, he probably had a family with like 3 kids who, every single weekend they would go to the soccer match, and he was like trying to live an adventurous life now that his kids were like a bit older and he finally had more time for himself. But he was also definitely doing parent teacher school nights and stuff. Like, he's like the kind of guy who would volunteer for that. And then his wife would be like, oh my God, so recently my Dave has been really into making music and he's been traveling the world. Like, that's what we envisioned. So yeah, I don't know. It was just, we had a great time, not necessarily listening to the music, but mostly like just, I don't know, envisioning their entire backstories. Abu. I mean, I get it. But also kind of funny. Accurate to older musicians, right? That's kind of what we were thinking. It's like his whole family is like, he tours around the world now. Like, that's what they tell at family birthdays. He's like, yes, Dave has been like so invested. It's like really cool. And he met this like guy who like apparently is really famous and he plays in the band with him. So yeah. A local teenage rock star and rediscovered in his late 50s and played at church. Hey, listen, you gotta have a creative outlet. I don't know if he does music. I wouldn't be surprised if he does, honestly. There's actually quite a lot of actors that do music as well. But yeah, it was really funny. So I saw Keanu Reeves. It was an experience. I saw him play bass. Also, hi Riley, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. But yeah. What is the connection with Hollow was like, please spell it out. Also, okay, before we start gaming, I have to show you guys something. Because I bought something this weekend to add whimsy to my life, and I have to show you guys. Because I feel like you guys might enjoy this. I bought a light for in my shower. So that if I'm showering, I don't have to put on the big ceiling light. And I can just put on my cozy light. And it's like one of those lights that basically projects like a little bit of kind of like underwater vibe. It's a jellyfish. I know. And it's like waterproof. And you can just put it in the shower. I literally saw this. Okay, I have to give credit where credit's due. I got inspired. Where'd you get it? Link, Amazon. I can get you a link, but I got this at the Dutch Amazon. So I don't know if you'll be able to order it where you are, but you can at least use that to start searching. It was like $25. It wasn't that expensive for a light. But I saw this on Ronnie's Instagram. If you guys are not following Cozy with Ronnie, you have to go do that, either here on Twitch or on Instagram. Literally, she's the queen of cozy. And she made this post of like, come hang out for like a cozy evening inside with me. And she made like a little carousel. And then she posted a photo. Like, I took like a really nice everything shower, and it was like just self-care routine. And she posted this photo of like a cute little light in her bathroom. And I was like, why actually do we shower with the big light on as if you're in a stadium, especially in winters? Like, it is such a uncozy experience. Like, why? My showers can be cozy. So yeah, I added I ordered this and it came in and I put it in the shower immediately. And I cannot wait for the next time that it's like dark outside and I get to shower with my cozy little light on, because it's just, I don't know. Like, why wouldn't you? So yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. As a little reminder, if you ever feel like you need more whimsy in your life, just do it. Get yourself something whimsical, because it's already brought me so much happiness and I haven't even showered with it yet. Yes, literally. Just having like a programmable light bulb from IKEA in like a table lamp also works, of course. Like anything, just to be able to not have to shower with like the big ceiling light on. Shower and it's separated with a single plastic barrier from my roommate's ensuite, and it doesn't even reach the floor. Oh god, no, that doesn't sound cozy. I made shower melts, which are basically nice smelling bath bombs for the shower. I love that. Oh, true. If you shower with a curtain, it can also block a lot of the main light. True. You forgot to order. Oh, you silly. Go order your food. In the meantime, I'm going to start up the game. How about that? We can go here. Fragrance is for whimsy. That is also a really good one. As a teen, 10 out of 10 furnished for your bathrooms. Wait, a what? I don't think I've ever heard this word. I gotta Google. Also, sorry, if you try to post a link, you cannot post links in chat. I am so sorry. They will get automatically deleted. Why, Google? Why did you... I tried Google something. Why do you... Wait, what? Coffee? You had a coffee machine in your bathroom? Listen, I respect that. I would never, but I respect that as well. Like, you can just have your coffee as you're showering. Hold on. I am realizing double music. But I would like to hear the music in game for now. Got a diffuser, the kind with wooden sticks for my office. It's so nice. Whoa, refillable one from Hema. I actually would like one of those diffusers, like oil diffusers. This is Cozy Marbles. I think we might start with the tutorial because I'm generally not someone who is very game literate. I will struggle if I don't do the tutorial. So we start with the tutorial and then we just go through it so that I can like take it step by step. But I'm very excited. Welcome to Cozy Marbles. Let me show you around so you can start building your own awesome marbles run. Hold the middle mouse button and move the mouse to drag the camera. You can also use WASD on the keyboard. Okay, well, that is, we're gonna have to, hold on. Please tell me we can change that. Well, actually, you know what? If we can do WASD, maybe that's fine. Because I refuse to click my middle mouse button. At this point, you guys should know this, but like, I don't do that. Because it's the most uncomfortable button to click, and anyone who's ever decided that that button should be clickable, chair. Sorry. I hate clicking a scroll wheel. Well, it's a button that literally moves when you try to click it. Who came up with the idea? Chair. Because it's so unergonomical. You know how much pressure you need to put on your hands to keep the button still when clicking it? It's like, it makes my hand physically hurt after 3 times of using it. I hate it. I don't understand why people want to do that. Like, it's fine if you want to, but like, why does every single game always have to have the middle mouse button programmed? This is my personal vendetta, okay? Like, I know that this, generally speaking, probably people will not have this as a problem. I personally hate it. But the fact that we can do WASD makes it a lot better. And I would like to, I already see the fact that the rotate is on the right mouse button. They just won some points. They won some points because a lot of the time the rotation is actually programmed to the scroll wheel, which means that you need to click and then move your mouse, which is even worse. Like, then you're literally asking me to click a button that can move and then move my mouse. That is guaranteed to go wrong. As someone that is a controller player, I have never ran into this. Fair. Valid. Valid. I prefer... yes, rotate on left is also fine. Wait, on left? What do you click with then? Are you left-handed? Do I know this? Oh, yes. Oh my god, having to click on a joystick. Exactly the same. Chair. Thank you. Yeah, clicking on a joystick is exactly the same frustration. So you hold left or rotate and hold right to move. Okay. Okay. You're right-handed. I was about to say, like, I don't think I know you're left-handed. I would have noticed that at this point. But it ended up turning everything off, so I had to connect another mouse to fit. Oopsie. Why so many buttons? I mean, I have a mouse now that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra buttons. I don't mind the extra buttons. It's quite convenient. You just have to program them, which takes a lot of time, but it is nice to have a lot of buttons on your mouse. I don't mind that. Yeah, that was an accidental friendship crisis. I was like, oh my god, what if you're left-handed and I didn't notice it all this time? Okay, but we can rotate with the right mouse button. That's perfect. Use E and Q to move up and down. Okay. We can also just see for that using the scroll wheel is perfect. Also, I noticed some visual tearing. I wonder if that's because I have VSync on. VSync was off. See, now it's gone. I finally understand what they mean with visual tearing. The moment I saw it, I was like, surely that's what it's called. Did you guys also see that? As a left-handed person, I personally hate using WASD and prefer the arrow keys, but sometimes I can't change it in-game. Yeah, I personally think a game is bad in general if you can't change the keyboard shortcuts. Like, I think that is actually an accessibility problem. Yes, Palea has a million keybinds. True. Also, Nuts, thank you so much for the 335 stream streak. That is ridiculous. If you ever get, if your camera ever gets stuck in a weird place, click this button to reset the camera. Nice. Click this button to launch marbles. Yay! Marble got launched and then it just rolls off the screen. You can also launch marbles by pressing enter. Now click to select this marble dispenser. Now click here to destroy your selected object. Okay. Cool. Let's add new objects. Okay. Basic. A corner. Align the blue magnet with the red magnet to snap them in position. No. So I clicked. That's not what we do. This is what we do a tutorial for. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. How was your stream? Hold on. I'm scrolling in my OBS and I'm also scrolling in game. That doesn't work. How was stream? How was work today? I hope you had a very productive session. Thank you so much for coming over. I appreciate that a lot. Welcome in, friends. Anyone from my side, please make sure to go drop your bum on the follow button. That is scrolling in OBS. Yeah, because my chat is in OBS. So I was trying to scroll in chat. To see what Heva was up to today. And then I saw co-working and studying, and then I tried to scroll down and chat again. You're learning Dutch. Oh my goodness. So I can say, what do I say? See, now I'm like, crap, my Dutch. How does Dutch work again? Goedenavond. Welkom bij de stream. No, I can't. I can't, sorry. Streaming in Dutch is so weird. It messes with my brain. I feel like I immediately speak so formal. Like, for some reason, my brain just goes into, like, very proper. Right? I sounded really non-Dutch. It's very strange. Je spreekt een beetje Nederlands. Let's go. Ik ben trots op je. But I love this. I love this. Honestly, Dutch is a very difficult language. So props to you for learning it, because I couldn't even imagine learning it as an adult. Like, I sometimes struggle with it, even though it's my native tongue. So that is very impressive feat. But thank you so much again for the raid. I do really appreciate it. For anyone who just joined, welcome in. My name is Rosanna, or Ro. I use she, her pronouns, and on the channel we do co-working, gaming, and a sprinkle of IRL. And today we're trying out this brand new game called Cozy Marbles. I literally just placed something wrong as you guys joined, and now I don't know how to fix it. But we're gonna try to build a cool marbles track today. This game the focus is primarily on building the marbles track. But once we have a marbles track, you guys can actually become marbles in the game to roll on my track through a Twitch integration. I don't exactly know how that works yet. I literally just started the game. So if you guys want to hang out, you're very welcome to do so, of course. But first I'm going to try and figure out... Okay, so I guess... Can I not pick this up? Okay, because we're in tutorial mode, I can't pick up what I did. And I messed up. So we're going to have to try again. Oh, there we go. You just hover over until it, like, connects. Oh, and then we can do another curve. Let's go. Objects marked with this icon can be placed even quicker. Okay. Select a straight piece. Hold the left mouse button and place multiple objects in a row. That is very satisfying. Yes, of course, of course. Fijne avond. Thank you so much for the raid again. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your time zone. Well, that's what I tried. I tried to click on it and I wanted to delete it, but I can't click these buttons just yet. They're literally like, if I click, nothing happens. So I think that's because we're in tutorial mode and it wants us to do like the specific steps before we do anything else. Start and end. Okay, so now click here to select a marble dispenser. Press right mouse button to stop placing objects. Okay. Next, learn how to move objects. Okay, we can click and drag, and then we can move it. Oh, let's go. Okay, so we can move it into like this corner. Oh, we can even, hold on, we can even change the height of things. Wait, so we can change the height of this part. No, let's change the height of this part. And then we move your mouse. Hold on. We select it. Hold the shift key. Left shift and move your mouse. I am holding left shift. That's my left shift. Nothing's happening. If I'm just holding left shift, hold the left shift key and move your mouse to change any object's height. I'm trying to press like all the buttons on my mouse to do this as well. Nothing's happening. Oh. Apparently I dispensed I am... What do I do? Because I don't know what to do because it doesn't work. This is like... It feels like a feature. Wait, is it because I moved the whole thing and it's no longer in... Hold on. Wait, how did I move it again? I can't move it now. I'm so confused. But like a lot of the buttons I actually cannot click because we're in tutorial mode. So like I can't go back. I can't click delete. I can't click any of these. I mean I can click through the menu. I'm very tempted to like go back to the main menu and just start. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Mango, thank you so much for the palm tree redeem. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. That's what I tried to do, Esther, but I couldn't move it. Because it only allowed me to raise and lower it because I couldn't move it. But Mango, thank you so much for hanging out enough that you got to redeem the palm tree roll. Let's freaking go. Okay, we're just gonna create a new level. And this is gonna be called Awesome Sauce. Why not? That's the first thing that I came up with. Let's do living room default. Because let's start small. Okay, so I do actually really like... There's a fairy tale set, but we haven't unlocked that yet. Dang it. Okay, so we start with the... With the set. Also, thank you, Esther, for setting that up. I appreciate it. You can move objects up in the air. Hold. There we go. Now it works. If I now hold shift, look, we can basically move the whole thing. I do wonder how we rotate it. Because we haven't been taught how to rotate it. No, that's undo, redo. Oh, rotate object. Middle mouse button. Okay, we should probably start quite high. No? Some objects have extra settings. Select the object to see if they have unique options. Marble dispenser, speed boost, cannons, and more. Ooh! So if we click it, we have the marble dispenser. We can select how fast it dispenses the marbles. Whether there's an interval, like basically if it continues to do it. We can put it in racing mode. So later, if we have our marbles track, we could actually put it in racing mode and see if you guys can race against each other. Okay, I like this. Let's continue. Let's, Wait, this is a marble dispenser. This is a multi-marble dispenser. Listen. You guys know what we're gonna place, right? Ooh, your hair is past your chin. Damn. Let's freaking go. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, so that would be the start. Why is that floating? This one actually got like a nice little like tower underneath, but okay, basic, metal, advanced. We can make them loop. Special. Oh, we can get quite creative with this. There is a lift. I know, Abu. That's what we were talking about in the beginning of stream as well. That I also used to have this as a child. First a wooden one, and then when I was older, I got like a plastic modular one at my grandparents. And I always found it so entertaining to build these. And when I saw this game was coming out, like it was, I think it was like January that they announced this game, like trailer wise. And I immediately was like, I want to play this game when it comes out. Hold on. What if we go for this one? And then also like a regular one? Hello? Then it's like the marbles that are coming down from this have like different routes that they can go through. Because like if we're building a racing track for you guys, I feel like that would make sense. Then they like from the start can kind of split. Also, this is like a multi-marble dispenser. I actually think... I wonder if we need to connect this to this. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Like that way we can have multiple ones, but otherwise like this on its own doesn't actually get marbles. I think this way they can like line up and then these go down and then all the marbles fall. I decided to hang out and game instead of painting. I love that. Enjoy gaming. What game are you playing right now? Are you playing the Pokopia expansion? Okay, so now we're gonna I feel like we should probably decide. There's gonna be an end somewhere. There's gotta be a finish at one point. Wait, it can go up or if it goes up, we can make a little hill, like a little obstacle. Some Baldur's Gate, although the Pokopia update is screaming my name. I was already wondering if you'd started it. Oop! I placed that wrong. See, now I can move it. I don't think this track is gonna win if I do it like this. Do you think? Okay, there we go. So that one's gonna go around a corner. That one has like a little bump. See, the thing is, this one has already like basically has more resistance, right? Because the chances of multiple marbles being in each other's way here is pretty high. So therefore, I feel like if we have a little bump here, that feels fair. Yeah, exactly. I'm literally making a Joris and the Draak. That was my thoughts. Okay, then it should probably go down a little bit for a while and just continue straight through. And I kind of have the same, because after this, it needs a little extra momentum. Otherwise, I think the marbles are going to stop. How does the staircase thing? So this is assumption. I actually don't know. But what happens, I think, is that marbles will dispense from these and they will all line up here. So we can like prepare. That's okay. So it does work without these. And then we can roll the marbles. Marbles can fall off. Wait, I didn't think about that. Hold on, I didn't realize that. Also, it's already clear that they don't have enough momentum to get over this. Oh my god, look at all the marbles. Oh my god, they're actually falling on the floor. They're going under the sofa. Poor person who lives here. Wait, this was fun though. This was fun. How do we... Marbles destroyed. There we go. Okay. I think you live there. No, I'm visiting. I'm visiting the marble course place. This is not my house. I would never do this in my own house. Okay, but we live and we learn. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna fix, okay? Because this feels big. Oh. Hold on. How about we put this in the middle? Can we put this in the middle? Does this snap to the middle? No, that's the only... Okay. So then we have to do... Can I do this one over here then? Yeah, okay. We also concluded that this doesn't work. Hold on. Can I dispense a single... This is gonna go really wrong, but I just want to see if like at least one makes it through. Oh yeah, one makes it through, but then all the others get screwed. We got an achievement. Launch 50 marbles in total. Okay. So this doesn't work right. Like right now, this would block all the other ones. They don't have enough momentum to go over it. Okay. Listen, we're experimenting. We are learning. Let me actually start with 2 big ones. Oh, wait, that one goes down. That basically gives them extra momentum. Interesting. Okay. These big ones are huge. Oh my goodness. Okay, now they have a little bit of momentum because it like it slopes downwards. Okay, so then we can do the other way around. And then here as well. Just all over the floor, then you come in and you slip. Exactly. I love it when my guests throw marbles on their couch, right? Okay, then we do an adapter from 2 to 1. Hold on, did that go up? Yeah, this one is going... Hold on. So I think if we're gonna narrow it... Yeah, that's not gonna work, I think. We can check. Yeah, that basically stops all of them. So like having 2 obstacles, which is basically going up and going more narrow, doesn't work here. But I think the other piece is this one slopes downwards. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Because if we're making a racing track, I feel like that is actually kind of intriguing. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, okay, I'm doing this correctly. This is going the right way. Half pipe entrance. Oh my goodness. Okay, but now we're back to a singular track. So now we can go here. And I think we can go around the corner. Like this, because we were going outside a little bit. Why does this look like ovaries or something? Oh. That is not... No, they are lined up. Oh, that one is just higher. Wait, that one is incorrect. This... Hold on, because then this needs to go down. To be at the same height. Interesting. So they got different momentum. Can they make this through? No, they just all get stuck here. Okay, hold on. Because apparently I used the wrong piece here. I messed that up. We need big that slopes downwards. No, that... That slopes downwards, but then if now it slopes downwards. There we go. I was so confused. I was like, why does this not work? We're getting there. See? Now it's working. Okay, hold on. I'll just delete these pieces. Because now we're on the same level again. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if they, like, come together here? So, like, initially... Hold on, I think we need this one. Yeah. Like, they first split up. And then... we can now use this one, I think, right? Oh, no. Hold on, we gotta... Oh, that's interesting, because then one is going to be slightly shorter than the other one. If we now go for the... Wait, the special... Let's actually see if they roll. Some of them just get stuck. The ones that are like slowly rolling off the table. Oh my god, are they actually going down the stairs? They are actually going down the stairs. Yeah, it has quite an interesting shape. I know. I know. That's what I was thinking at first as well. And then I just made it worse. I think if the track is too thin that early, they have to spread out. Yeah, that's what I think as well. I feel like the track design right now, we're just experimenting. We're learning as we're going. The anatomical shape is not working. That's what we've learned. We have learned that period marbles, this is not working. This is not working. So you know what we do? We delete. I love that the marbles actually fall down if you do this. That is so dumb. But that is great. Yeah, the period marbles don't work. We live and we learn. I also felt like if we have like the multiple dispenser, aren't the ones that are like at the back by default, don't they have like less, although they have like, they fall further, so they have more momentum in the beginning. Exactly, really. I wonder what the max is that the marbles can start. You mean height-wise or the amount? Height-wise? This is the max. That is not even remotely the middle square. I don't know how I fucked that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay, so there is no perfect middle. That infuriates me. That is evil, I know. I hate that as well. But I mean, we can start really high, actually. What if you put the start thingy on all 4 sides and create like some sort of funnel in the middle? That is a cool idea. I like your way of thinking. This might be harder to connect up, but this could be fun. Okay, so we start like this. It's gonna be a lot of marbles. I know. And then we're just going to work our way down. There's a wide goal. Okay, and this is going to be all the way at the bottom. I don't know if we'll actually be able to make it all the way to the bottom. I'm just going to place it randomly. Hold on. Let's put it like a little bit more, somewhat in the middle. Okay, then we can start with... we have a half pipe entrance. But that's gonna fuck over all the marbles that are here on the side. So that doesn't work here. Hold on. Right? Like, that will just fuck over marbles here. This is gonna look really dumb, but... yeah. All the marbles just falling everywhere. I don't know why, but that makes me happy. I think that's funny. But I wonder how the half pipe works then. Like, do we first need to... okay, this has a wide slope, but I want that to go like this then. So they all like start falling. But with this one, you have the same problem. No? Like, it will still block marbles that just end up there. I'm confused as to... I mean, you can connect it like this, but I think then you screw over the marbles even more. So I think the answer is no. You can't connect them by their walls. The thing is, the half pipe is also sloped. So adding them with the walls, I don't think works. How does this work? I'm trying to figure out where, like, how it slots. I feel like it's the wrong way around, but... it slots like this, though, which feels the wrong way around. But maybe that is correct. No, because they would all fall off. Okay, so... this game is a mindfuck in terms of, like, building in the 3D space, because I swear to God I place it in the right place. See, it keeps flipping itself around. Yeah, now does that feel correct? They'll get picked up and then they'll drop down. Can I now connect this to this in a way? Some of them just get lost. Too bad for those marbles. They too bad. Okay, what if we connect? I'm just, like, curious if we connect another piece. Like, does that work? Do they still fall? No, now they actually do all get transferred. I do like that piece, though. Like, it looks kind of dope, but the thing is, I think we need to move this down. And then we need to move this down. Because otherwise, we're not going down fast enough. Oh my goodness, time is flying. What the heck? Can I change scaffolding, change colors? Duplicate. Yeah. We already almost have break time. Time is flying. I feel like this is a fun randomizer. No, hold on. I wanna duplicate this one because then I immediately have like the right height. That's going the wrong way. Hello? Yeah, now it's going the right way. We have a break coming up in like 4 minutes. So just so you guys know. Why does this feel so silly? Hey, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you doing? It's good to see you. This is a junction. Oh. See, the thing is, I think we're gonna have to, like, this is obviously very large. We're gonna have to narrow it from here. But I do think they're, like, in each other's way at this point. Which is not great. Oh my goodness, these pieces are so big. I think we might have screwed ourselves over here. I don't think we can actually... Unless we work with, like, a big drop or anything. Is this a demo? No, this is the full game. I have early access to the game. They sent me the game code early because I really wanted to play it. Hold on. We can literally have them drop straight down. Wait. Hold on. Then some also get stuck. I think that's just what we're gonna have to accept. Is that throughout our marble course, not every marble's gonna make it to the finish. Some will just get stuck. And that's just what it is. Can we then... Hold on. How would this connect? Because if they drop straight down, how would that work? It's a cruel world for a little marble. Exactly. Oh, this is another elevator, but this elevator, I think, goes up. Oh, no, this is a single marble elevator. Oh. Oh, we can have speed boosts. Okay, listen. I feel like this idea, this concept of like having the 4 ones get to the middle is really cool, but I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work for our small space. We are working in like the smallest room that we have. I don't think this is working. So I think we might have to start over again. But honestly, I don't mind. Like, this is part of the process for me. This is like part of the game. I think that I'm just going to make one simple marble track. I'm just going to make it a lot smaller because I think starting this large is a little too ambitious and we need to take it one step at a time. But we live and we learn. And I like it. I like it. I love testing out all the pieces, but it is almost break time now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go take a little break. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'm going to drink something. So please make sure to also do that. use this time to practice self-care, and then I'll catch you guys in about 5 minutes, okay? Hello. I'm back. How are you guys doing? How was your break? I hope it was good. Fiend, thank you so much for the 35-month resub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month more. Okay, we are going to destroy what we have. We learned, okay? We learned what all the components do. So now we're gonna actually make... Hello? Couldn't delete that before. There we go. Now we're gonna... Let's just start. Instead of trying to make this really difficult, let's start with a simpler marbles track. Like, just a singular one, where we have one marble that will go from start to end. We can still use, like, something like this sometime, but then at least we can have, like, one marble kind of go over it and then, like, decide which route it wants to go or something like that, instead of trying to start with the many, many marbles, because I don't think we're quite there yet. I do also think maybe starting a little bit lower is nice. Okay, because this is already quite high. Look, we have quite a lot to work with. And then let's start with just some basic things. So in the beginning, it needs to get some momentum, right? Like, we need to go down so that it gets a little bit of speed. And then the thing is, I don't know what it is, but I do really like this one. So what if from here the marble gets to decide which way it goes? Oh, wait, that goes up. See, this is confusing to me. Because this is a merger, but it always slopes upwards. But if I rotate it and it slopes downwards, then, like, the thing is, it's a merger, not a splitter. We have a split. Oh my god, look at me. I was so smart just there. Did you see that? I figured out that we needed a different object. And now I want to do something fun, because I saw that we have a booster. And I want to see, like, how much that boosts things, but we actually have a loop. And I wonder how that works. Because if we go like this, then it just falls back on itself. Hold on. Hold on. Does that mean that if we loop it... No, then it will still fall here. Like, there's no way to get it. I learned the difference between merging and splitting. Exactly. Well, mostly I learned the difference in tools that we have. Like, this wouldn't... I am curious for the loop part. I saw it earlier. And I'm like, this is intriguing, but also, how does one use this? Because, like, where does it go? Hi, Gostai. Welcome in. Maybe skip one after the speed piece and then it will fill the gap. Wait, what do you mean skip one after the speed piece? I'm like trying to figure out, but the thing is, it needs a boost here because it's definitely not gonna have enough momentum to continue all the way through. I'm thinking have a gap in the track for the marble to fall into. Okay, maybe I'm really, really silly for thinking this, but if you leave a gap, how is the marble gonna get into the thing? You think that it will boost it through? I mean, we can test it. Yeah, I think it will probably need 2 boosters if we want to do this. Hold on, because that one is kind of making the snapping annoying. So we have 2 boosters. Okay, the next marble is actually going to go that way. So now we can go. I think we actually might need 3 boosters, but... Well, it did get up there and then fall in here, so maybe that actually works. I mean, it's not very satisfying how that goes, though. So I think we might need 3 boosters to do this. But the thought is there. With 3 boosts, that works. Okay, so then it's gonna drop down here. I guess we can just go with a basic one. But we're just gonna have to move it down. Like so. I swear to God, this game messes with my perception so much. I'm like, it's in the right place. And then... So it's here. It automatically connects. Then I try to move it down. And then I placed it and it was in a... Oh my God. Oh no. No. Stop snapping. The moment I try to rotate it, it starts moving. There we go. Okay, and then there's like a thing, the blocks. I think we might be able to like place a block. Okay, I do want that to snap to make sure that it's here. Because that way it cannot roll that way. Okay. I love how it drops here and then it just doesn't move. It's like, okay. I'm chilling here now. Okay, so we learned that that doesn't work. So we need to immediately go... Oh, we could have just placed a block there first. I guess that would have been a better... Okay, now it does fall onto there and it immediately continues. I guess that's a good start. Let's actually continue this one up here. And let it go around the corner for a little bit. And then I feel like this one can continue this way. But like this one needs an interesting feature as well. We kind of need something cool. What is the cannon? The cannon will literally shoot it. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. I like that, but I actually think I want to move it because I think it needs to be there already. And then we basically need it to hit something. Isn't there also a downward curve piece? You could add the small variant to make the loop into drop more full? I mean, it drops exactly on top of this right now. I think if I do the extra little loop thing, does that drop onto there as well? I mean, we can test it. No, it just doesn't. I know, right? That's exactly why I wanted to play this game. It reminds me of like marble tracks from when I was a kid. It's been so fun. Although I do have to say this marble set is definitely more advanced than the one that I had as a kid. But I feel like it's just, I don't know, it's so nostalgic. I'm having a really good time, even though I'm absolutely not good at making the marble tracks. Like, I feel like at this point, my ideas are like mostly trial and error. But I like the cannon though. But I feel like this one, yeah, it does land here, but we do have to like, I want to know if it's an accident. Hold on. I want to extend this track for a little bit because right now I have a feeling like it drops and then it falls off, but I don't know if that's because there's no track or because it actually doesn't fall on top of the track. Pew! Okay, no, it does continue. Okay, so that's good. That's good. I also feel like maybe the cannon should literally be right after. Oh my god, you can see the trajectory of the cannon. That is really useful. Okay, so with the cannon trajectory, it actually does get a lot of momentum. So we would need it to like land here. And then from here, it probably needs a little bit of time to like stabilize before we can go around the corner, for example. But I am curious to see if this works. Yeet! Off the track. Just gone. Okay, so we need something to block it. I have an idea. Hold on. Because we have blocks. And we have cubicle blocks. You missed it? Oh, sorry. I already deleted the track. Can I bring it back? Look, if I have to do the other one first because this one switches. Look, it goes onto the track. Yeet! And then immediately goes off. So what we have to do is we basically have to stop its momentum before it falls onto the next block. So I have to click this. And then we have to... in this curve, it has to like hit something. And then it's gonna drop, I think. Okay, second one. Listen, we might have to move this a little bit. I think it needs to be a bit higher. I feel like this trajectory isn't entirely correct. Let's see if it now works. That works. And then it basically ends up back here. This is one wacky course, but I actually kind of like it. I think it's kind of cool. Hold on. I wonder if that collector is actually... I don't know if that would work. The half pipe might work now. That's actually a good shout. We can try that in a little bit. I'm just curious to see. So like, okay, this one definitely, it already falls down earlier. Um, I didn't do marble tracks a lot, but this reminds me of a science assignment in middle school, and we had to make roller coasters. No cannons in that though, no. But I feel like I've probably done something similar. Oh. Okay, so that didn't work. Wait, why do they keep falling down sooner? I mean, technically, we can just make the track go like this, so that wherever it falls down, it will fall down onto the track. Yeah, that works. The thing is, they're meant to hit this block. That's the point. But initially, when they hit this block, they like went all the way over here. And the more blocks I started putting, the earlier they would fall. But this works. It's a little wacky, but I like it. The half pipe is so large. The block below the slope. Yeah, but why would they do that? Like, that wouldn't make any sense. If initially they hit this block and it flew all the way over here, why would putting a block here all of a sudden make them fly over here? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm also just like testing out some pieces to head the edge. Yeah, I guess so, maybe. Can you make the marble go through the circle piece of the automatic base? I don't think I understand what you mean with automatic base. I'm sorry. You mean like this? I don't know. Maybe. So what the fuck are they doing? It's like they're... Sorry, this is outside. There's like really weird noise outside my house. It's like someone is playing music with like an insane bass. It sounds really weird. Like it doesn't actually sound like a bass, but it sounds like horrible. Also, there's an entire vertical piece. Interesting. Okay. But I feel like we should... have like them drop in here. And we should probably have another block just to make sure they don't fall off on the other side. Like right here. So that when they fall, they will automatically continue over there. Okay, I know that I'm like doing this in a really weird way and that I'm not like actually going in a logical order. This one should probably be a speed boost one because I think it's losing quite a lot of speed back there. And we can have the same over here. Like, I think that could use a little boost. We can try to use one of the metal parts. Oh, that's cool. I like that. It does a little swirly. That's cute. That's kind of cool. Okay, I do think that we need... It needs a little bit momentum again. And then it can maybe... Okay, maybe that's a really big part. But we can, like, from here, we can probably have it, like, go up again. Like, this one can also just... Like, I feel like at this point, they're kind of in the same... They're literally ending at the same level, right? Also, do we need to save this game? We actually hadn't saved anything. Save your first level. That was actually an achievement. Okay, I also want to see if I do racing, a marble dispenser, or a goal. Ah, okay, we don't have a goal yet. Let's roll the marble through this one. Okay, that one actually makes it through perfectly. Let's roll marble through the next one. Okay, that one needs to be a speed boost. Hold on. That one needs to go there. I didn't think about this, okay? But we had the exact same problem over here. I mean, we could also... Hold on. I have an idea. Instead of it being a speed boost, let's also use the little drop that we used here, like the little slope. Hello? Come on. There we go. Because I feel like then we're using the same segment. And also, I wonder, are they on the same height? No, that one is actually... Let's use this. And then I think they are on the same height, right? Yeah, because then it's actually like, if we're going to use this as a racing track a little bit. That was weird. It didn't, like, magnetically connect. Hold on. There we go. Okay, let's try that again, because that one marble didn't work. I like the looping one. It's cool. It has a cool route. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, so from here, we, maybe we can let them go back up again. Like, we have this lift that brings the marbles back up, I think. So they end up, like, right here. Maybe we should actually use the other one, like the right one, so they'll end up on the other side. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. And then we can put this one over here. Create a level with 50 objects. Oh my goodness. We're getting like all the achievements left and right. I kind of want to see if this indeed does what I think it does before I continue building. It does actually bring the marble back up. Because then we can kind of like... Because we were getting quite low, right? We were already quite close to the ground. But now we can bring the marbles back up and we can continue with the route. And then I do actually really like the... We have a steep spiral rail. Hold on. Oop. Yeah, those are fun. Although... I wonder what happens when... Because this is technically... Hold on. I am really curious to see what happens with the marble when it goes into this. Because I feel like this is gonna go... Yep, that's gonna go wrong. Okay. So that doesn't work. So this is a cool idea, but maybe not for here just yet. Maybe we need to go out a little bit first. I guess we can just go like... Oh, that goes upwards. Hold on. That's not correct, is it? Hello? I need to have this then. It's going up again, isn't it? Jesus, Ro. Can't remember my lefts and rights to no one's surprise. Okay, there. Yeah, now it's going down. Hi, So-So. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Would that actually... Hold on. Does that bring them up? Does it go that... Does that it go into the looping? No, that just gets them stuck. But if we move this one to be like... Then it... Oh, wait. If the marble is stuck, it actually continues. That's kind of funny. And what if we put a booster inside of the looping? I'm just curious at this point, like what we can do. We'll go up in the elevator. Okay, that doesn't actually... Like, I was hoping it would shoot up in the sky, but that doesn't actually do anything all that much. I really wonder how we unlock these. You need to unlock this in the shop first. Interesting. I wonder how the shop works. Shop. Earn tickets by completing challenges. Spend tickets in the shop to unlock cool new stuff. Wait. We can all of the challenges we actually completed. Hold on. We get tickets. I can shop. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Click this button 20 times. Close your eyes and touch your nose with your finger. I wonder how many people actually do it, or how many people are like, nah, I'll just click that. I love that. That's amazing. Okay, but creating a level with 200 objects. I was proud that I did one with 50. Exactly. You guys have proof that I did it. Save a level with 50 objects in the big category. Oh my goodness. The big category, you know, you definitely need to be in the big room if you want to do the big category one, because that's crazy. Good luck with your annoying phone calls. You got this. Good luck, good luck. Okay, but that would stop the block. So we would have to move this down. Yeah, that doesn't work. That's not what I want to do. Okay. But I feel like with this, we're immediately dropping quite a lot again. But I do think it is a little interesting. We get a speed boost here, so we can probably get away with like some curvy wheeze. And then go around the corner again. Let's see for the metal items if now we could do one of the bigger spirals, because I like the bigger spirals a lot. I think they're cool. Yeah, that looks cool. That is cool. Okay, and then we're getting really close to being like on the ground, which is okay. I think we're probably gonna get like to a point where it is like almost time to get to like a finish. Maybe we can give it like a final boost at the end. I wonder if we can do like a shared finish. I mean, probably we can. Start and end. Hold on. Oh, we can do checkpoints. That's fun. A multi-lap goal wide. Wait, if you do this, they can like go again. That is cool. But you can like do this and then build a course where they like from here continue. That's where you could use those elevators as well. That is really cool. I like it. But for this one, we're just going to do a final ending, I think. Ooh, that sounds really good. I love a good spinach cream pasta. Okay, so now we have the merger. Because that would allow us to actually connect these. But that does mean that we have to stay here on this level. Otherwise, we can't actually connect them. We're going to do a small corner, I think. Okay, hold on. This is almost correct. Yeah, like this. But then we need to have this. Like, we're definitely going to need a speed boost here because otherwise the marble's never going to make it. I think we might actually need 2 speed boosts to have the marble make it through this. But we can check. Okay, that's the wrong side. We need to do that marble side. Okay, that marble is just out into oblivion. Well, actually, maybe 1 boost is enough. Honestly, I think 1 boost is enough. Maybe we can do the boost in the middle, though. Hold on. I wonder how the racing works. If, like, the dispenser will just dispense them exactly at the same time. Because otherwise, obviously, the one that started first is gonna go fastest. Okay, let's make sure that this last one gets a double boost at the end, but they have a curve. But maybe from here, they actually get a little steeper to go down. So they build a little bit more momentum in their downward spiral. I'm trying to figure out how I'm like gonna connect these. Because I feel like this one is going to go through more corners. Yeah, this one is definitely longer. Yes, of course. I hope you have some really good sleeps. Good night, good night. But if it has more corners, but it's also going down faster, then, like, even if it has more corners, it might still be going faster. Hold on. Can go, like, 1 more. And then we need a small corner. That did, hold on. Was that already on the right height? I don't know how I messed this up, but this is great. Also, that, like, it's a thumping sound. That's the best way I can describe it. It's still going on outside. I am really confused as to what they're doing. But it's not a pleasant sound at all. How am I ever going to connect this? My goodness. I feel like my brain is struggling. Now I can connect it. There we go. Had to do a smaller little thingy. But I think we might need a boost here somewhere. Because even though there is... Let's actually check. Let's see how this one is faring. Well, actually, maybe it doesn't need a boost. Let's go. Wait, that one fell off. How did that happen? We can actually roll so many marbles and see if it breaks the track as well. There are marbles falling off. Wait, that's actually kind of interesting for racing. That means that not everybody's gonna make it through. We also have marbles here that got stuck. So either side of the track has like obstacles. Look, there's even a marble that completely got stuck here. Cruel world for a little marble. I know. I like this track. Okay, hold on. I want to save this track. Awesome sauce was saved. We can do racing now. Ready up? Okay, hold on. Enable racing mode on marbles dispenser so that the viewers can add their own marbles with the join command. Join blue. The color of your marble. Which dispenser you want to add your marble to. Oh. Well, hold on. I have an even better idea. Because if we want to make this even more interesting to see how this is going to go, I think what we need is we need another merger. Where was that? Special. Splitter, merger. Hold on. This one needs to move quickly. And then we can do 2 different dispensers. Oh, I might have to move the entire marbles track. Hold on. But we learned how to do that. Oh. Well, I learned how to do that, but I forgot. There we go. And then we need the dispenser. And we connect one here. And then we get a second one. Duplicate. Okay, see, then there's like 2 dispensers. You can even pick, and then it's going to be even funnier to see who's going to join. Okay, so we're going to go, let me see. Enable racing mode on the marbles dispenser so that viewers can add their own. Okay. Hold on. Racing mode. Racing mode? This is fun. Okay. I guess you guys can test this now. You can type join, ! Join, then which color marble you want, and then which dispenser you want to be in. I see you guys. Wait. Oh, wait. Of course, these are singular dispensers. These can only have okay. Hold on. So there's now 2 people. This is Ollie and Cozy-ish. Hold on. I'm gonna have to figure out how we can do, because we have the multi dispenser thing. I'm gonna have to figure out how that works, how we could connect that to this track. But for now, let's actually do a test race between our 2 contenders, between Ollie and Cozy-ish. I'm very curious. Start race. Anticlimactic thing ever. Oh, you cannot be in my way. Okay, hold on. Hold on, you guys have to see this behind my camera. It's still like counting your time. Because track first place. Look, we can actually see who is it. We're at checkpoints, and then we can check. Okay, stop tracking. Okay, so this doesn't work. Oh, there's a checkpoint. DNF. You both DNF'd, and somehow Ollie won. Alpha and Glinda got stuck. You're so right. Okay, so I guess we live and we learn. This is not the best way to start a track like this. That was a little funny though. I guess we can... I mean, I like the idea of having like multiple... Hold on. If we wanna... I want to have like this thing basically drop the things on the... Okay, that is not the right place. Does that drop them on there? Okay, I need to test dispenser because I figured you can probably maybe hook this up. Yeah, that does work. No, I didn't mean to delete that. I meant to delete this. The thing is, what I don't understand is like if you have the really big... We have an adapter 4:2, and then we have 2:1. Ah, okay. So we could have this, and then we could have this. Okay, hold on. I think we actually need to move the track even more. I'm gonna have to move it as far as we can to the side. I don't know if we can... Hold on. We can just go around the corner and then this whole problem is solved. I need the smaller corner. That is going downwards. Great. And then we need that converter. This one. And then we can do the bigger start. See? And now you guys should be able to line up your marbles. But then I like that there's some randomization as to who is going to get onto the track first. And then it's also who's going to survive the track first. Like now I feel like the fact that you might be at the top here doesn't necessarily mean you're going to lose. Like there's actually opportunity here. Okay, so I think we can try again. If you guys want to join, I think feel free to type the command again. And let's see if it works. Is that because I... Oh, but... Huh? No matching dispenser could be found. But this is a dispenser. Wait. Oh, sorry. You have to put the dispenser into racing mode. This is my fault. Okay, now you should be able to join. There we go. Sorry. I forgot that step, but now you can join. Hee hee, this is so fun. I want to join too. Join pink. I'm in there. I'm in there. I see myself. Oh, I like this. Look at all of us as marbles. Look at all of us chilling. This is fun. I'm so curious to see who's gonna win the track. We can put some waypoints. I haven't done that right now, but maybe, hold on, I have an idea. Maybe we can still add them. There's like little checkpoints. Hold on, why is it so weird and tall? There we go. Let's add it over here. And let's add one over here as well. Oh, wait. Hold on. Does that just go as like a modular piece in between? It does. That makes so much more sense. I don't know why I was being so weird about. Okay, so now we have 2 checkpoints. Mine is so weird and tall, my Tinder reviews. Okay, are you guys ready? If you guys still want to join, I'll give you like a couple more seconds because we have a couple of more spots left at the top. So if you want to join, you can type !join and then the color of your marble that you want. We only have 1 dispenser, so you don't need to pick a dispenser. You can literally just say, join purple, I see, join blue. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. I'm really curious to see who's going to win. I think this is going to be so fun. Yeah, the number was the dispenser. Yeah. So the thing is, earlier we had 2 dispensers, but now, also, hi, Timbo. No, you don't have to pick a color. That's just if you think it's fun. Like, I wanted it to be pink. I don't know why, but that's just the first color that came to mind. Phone call is the first set of instructions. You're all good. I mean, I don't think it matters that much. If you add the number, it will still work. I think it's like not... It's not like breaking anything. Okay, let's do a round. Let's do a round. We're gonna do racing. Ready up? You guys ready? Boo is in the lead. Oh, Marilyn fell off. Oh, but there's people on the elevator here already. Wait, that checkpoint is not working, I think. Or is it tracking people? Wait, do we have a winner? Yes, Abu, you won. I don't remember if you were actually also like first in line. Okay, but there's still... Ooh, I made it to the finish. I made it to the finish line. There's still people coming in. Let's go. Okay, so they're I love how Sapphire and Jess are just like, you know what? We're just gonna hang out underneath the table. Hold on. Wait, if I look at this list, yeah, the winner is Abu. And then you can see the funnel row. What did I do? But then it says checkpoint 1, and then it says DNF, like did not finish. But how did you guys DNF and still win? How did that work? Like, I saw all of us go over the finish line. Look at the funnel. Sorry. Really? What are you doing? Come on. Why are you holding everyone up? Kind of rude if you ask me. Listen. Yeah, there's 2 different checkpoints you can only go through on. That's what I'm thinking now as well. Okay, so the checkpoints aren't super useful then. We live and we learn. We can adjust the track, and we can still add things to it. Because I have a feeling I don't exactly understand how the scoring works. So I want to see it again. We're gonna like fixes the well, what do you want me to fix about the funnel? It's a funnel. I don't know what I should be fixing. I love this game way more than I expected. It feels personal. It is. Just because it's you. The funnel worked fine for me. Seems like a skill issue. Ruthless. Absolutely ruthless. Wait, can I move this without accidentally deleting all of you? Because, like, what if we move this further back? And we raise it a bit more? And what if we... You know what? I'll fix the funnel a little bit for you guys, okay? We will give it a little bit more space to drop. Okay? I mean, am I putting a half pipe? No, that's probably a little mean, no, is it? Oh, I placed that the wrong way around. So, I got fired. You're never gonna shut up about this, are you? Hold on. Because I feel like... Yeah, this is... No, hold on. This is... We're gonna have to fix some things. Because I'm willing to fix the funnel. We'll just be going into singular marbles earlier then. Okay, I don't know if we're gonna be able to make that connection. We are in fact not. Hold on. I mean, I think I can connect all of these reversed. I just don't know if if that will fit. I think that will fit. See, now the issue will hopefully start earlier. Okay, do you guys want to do another run to see how it goes? Also, I want to see. So, the people on the first row... Yeah, earlier, like, I don't think the people on the first row... Oh, do you want to join? You can just type !join and pick a color for your marble. You can still join. Or you don't even have to pick a color. I'll fix it for you. Now there's 2 problems. Exactly. But yeah, if you guys still want to join, you should. If you joined earlier, you should still be in there. Oh, wait. Can we actually layer 2 of these? I think you can join now. If there's more people joining, like if you tried before and you don't see your name, I think you can type again. I think it will just layer it up. Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh my God. Why do I keep forgetting this? Sorry. Now you can type. This was 100% my fault. No. There we go. Now you can type. Sorry if I messed that up. I do feel like this is floating, huh? It's not very supported. The other dispenser gets like a nice little tower underneath, but this one is just floating in the air. Okay. Also, Paige, feel free to type it again. I'm so sorry. I messed up, so your command earlier didn't work. But you can still join if you want. There we go. There we go. And I think maybe SodaStorm, you might have to try again as well. Rayleigh! Thank you so much for the 25-month resub. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Please enter all your subby perks for a whole month more. That's more than 2 years. That's wild. That is wild. I'm still mad at you. You subbed? What do you mean? What? Girl, why are you resubscribing? You hate me. You hate my marbles track? All you do is block the other marbles? Get out of here. Is that better? Is that better? Do you want me to be mad at you? Also, wait, SodaStorm, I'm trying to figure out, are you already in here? Oh, you're already in here. Sorry. That is so on me. I thought you weren't in here yet, but you're in the front row, actually. Okay, let's prepare a race. If you're not in here and you want to join later, you can just next round type it again. Okay, ready up. I don't want to track, actually. I want to watch everyone. Ooh, someone already fell off. Rayleigh, is that you again? Someone actually finished. Okay, I feel like... Listen, this is not my problem. The fact that this gets clogged up is not my problem, right? Oh, Abu is still... Oh, no, you fell off. Oh, you're under the table. Okay, so there's exactly 3 people who made it to the finish line. Carolina, you won this time around. Let's go. So Carolina is number 1. Then we have NA, SodaStorm, Marilyn, Meggie, Light, and the rest all died. No one else made it. Okay, so we have some tweaking to do. Listen, we live and we learn, okay? We live and we learn. I feel like the problem is the converter. But also the fact that the converter has like curves right around. So I have an idea. We're gonna have to move this one all the way to the edge over here. Move this one all the way to the edge over here. Why did that lower? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Hello? Oh, this is... Okay. I wanted that to be like at the top. And then I want that one to connect to it. Because I feel like if we have just more time for all the marbles to split up, I think we should be okay. We just need to give you guys more space. You are spacious marbles. What can I say? So that's the thing, Jess. I cannot put them next to each other. The main reason being that then I would need a converter that makes it smaller, which clogs it up at the beginning. I absolutely did, Mango. Yes, that's exactly what I said. I can't believe that you picked up on that. I was so subtle. So yeah. That's the reason, like initially that's what I wanted to do. But there's like, I wish there was like a bigger converter, but I think also, by the way, if you're in the back, you don't necessarily have a lower chance of Mango, thank you so much for gifting us up to the community. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Take that. How dare you? How dare you gift a sub when I'm literally calling you guys big round marbles? You're beautiful. Beautiful. That'll teach you. Thank you. Okay, but the thing is, I feel like if we, like I said, if we just give you a little bit more space. Before we converge. Hello? Oh God. Sometimes connecting these things is, Are we? There we go. Now we're connected. Because then you guys just literally have more time to spread out before I force you into a smaller space, you know? It's just now that it lines up horribly like this. Okay, we need a basic straight piece, and then here as well. Oh. Well, that wouldn't work now, would it? That wouldn't work. Also, thank you so much for joining. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. This is not gonna help, but I love the attempt. I mean, it's all I got. I feel like there's not much else I can do. Now, is there? Also, this is actually, in fact, not necessarily not gonna help. It's more so fucking up my system. I need to go the other way around. Just fly in between. I mean, we could take the elevator, but... No, the thing is, I think the thing... Oh my goodness. These things are already at their max height, so I wonder... I feel like we're gonna run into the fact that we can't continue to go higher, but... Oh, maybe we can. Hello? Are we gonna snap? It doesn't snap, so I think this is actually at the maximum height. Could we split up first, rejoin, and then split again? Well, the thing is, the splitting is what makes it problematic. That's where it... Can you drop us on top of the funnel? No, then the funnel clogs up. Yeah, if we take out one piece, it could work, but the problem is I'm trying to add the pieces so you guys have enough space to spread out early on before you get to a... Hello, why does it not connect? It still doesn't connect. Is there a converter that doesn't have a corner? I don't think so. We have an adapter 2 to 1 and an adapter 2 to 4. But the 2 to 1 is always with a corner. But like, why does it not connect here? Like, look, it's actually connecting. But that's not working. And then I have to get rid of this again. And then we create... I mean, we can try to remove this one. But the problem is I need the space. I need the height. Why? This should work. Like, I've already... No, it's... At this point, it cannot be the max height. Because I have already removed 2 entire pieces. That should have given us so much extra height. Like, I removed one of these and I removed one of these. I know this one is steeper, but still. I mean, I can remove another one, but then at this point, I don't know if it's gonna help. I think we have still 1 additional piece compared to the previous one. See, now it works. Okay, I'm just gonna try. We're gonna race. We're gonna see what happens. I mean, it keeps going for longer. But it still gets stuck. I don't think it matters. I think you just get stuck on this piece. But then, like, how am I supposed to get the bigger grouped dispensers into a singular track? No, but it's not the corners. Look, I mean, this is also where it gets stuck. So that, but we can add a speed boost here to fix that. Like, we can literally add a speed boost in here to push all those along. Finally made it to the end. Let's go. I would like to point out my marble did it. Your marble did what? Yeah, this time it's my fault. This time it's my fault. I don't think the... What do you mean? It's literally the... You mean as in they... Wait, why would that matter? The double curve here. Like, they get stuck over here already. I mean, we can add boosts to see if they go through this faster, if that works. I like boosts. Okay, I'm just gonna continue doing it. We're just gonna continue racing. So, fun fact. It did, in fact, not fix the problem here. It also created an entirely new problem. So I have a feeling we're all gonna DNF this time around. In the menu, there was a piece next to the 2-to-1 converter one that looked like a centered one. Hold on, we have to stop the race because no one. Okay, in the menu, right next to the 2-to-1 converter. This isn't. No, this is just another. This is just the other corner. Look. It's the same piece. Yeet your marbles. Exactly. What if we don't... well, the thing is, you guys don't even reach the funnel. I don't think the funnel is the problem. Because everyone gets stuck at this piece. So... Also, thank you for the uptime reminder. Is there a funnel with a bigger entrance point? There is, but we have not unlocked it. We can see... Maybe we can shop for it now. I don't know how many tickets we have or how expensive it will be. And also, we have some more. Okay, shop. Oh my god. We can actually get the living room nighttime. Space Station, Fairy Tale Tavern, the Fairy Tale set. We can get the big funnel. Also, thank you so much for hanging out. I don't think I'll play this game again next week. No, I have too many other games in rotation to play this game on a regular basis. It might be a fun thing to do like during bigger events or like community events to do like marble races like this. So it is definitely a game that I think will eventually like show up on stream a couple of times, but it's not going to be a game that I'm going to regularly play on stream. But I am having a lot of fun, so I would love to have this as like little community game moments and stuff. Can you attach 2 parallel tracks to the beginning to slow everyone down a bit? No. Well, yes, but not really. We tried that all the way as our first track, and basically what happens is that everyone just falls down. Like, people get stuck immediately at the beginning. I mean, there's a pegboard, a track piece, but that's also not really what I'm looking for. Oh my god. There's stuff to decorate your marble. That's actually hilarious. There's a D&D dice. No, you're all good. You're all good. I didn't say it to be like, oh, you missed this. You should have known. It was more so like telling you like, we've tried this. Like, that was actually a really good train of thought because we definitely tried that as well. I mean, we can try it again and see if maybe now it works. Okay, but I do think the bigger funnel, I want to buy it. Because I think that might still be a good shout. To try and have that one here. So we now have the, oh, that's ginormous. But that actually, hold on. Okay. We're gonna have to do some modifications. That is truly a ginormous funnel. Holy moly. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna get this to be on top of this at the right height, because it, okay, hold on. We're gonna have to turn the snapping off because I need to place this above the track. I can't see shit. Where is my track? Wait, right here. Where does my track end? Right here. We definitely got an upgrade to the funnel. That is just not above it though. That is also not above it. Come on, you've got to be kidding me. What the? No, come on. Are you telling me that I cannot? Hold on. It was over here. Listen. Also, I didn't want to buy the big one. I wanted to buy the medium one. I bought the wrong one. What if we move this underneath? What if we funnel into a funnel? I mean, is that a great idea? Probably not. Does that actually land on the track? I think so. I genuinely love that idea. I mean, you gotta be creative. Like, maybe it works. It's a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, but it's interesting. I feel like it definitely randomizes the chances of who's gonna end up on the track. Hold on. I turned on the linking again and now it's not linking. There we go. No. I want you to link up here. You got this. Come on. Oh, it's linking the wrong way around again. Okay, hold on. This actually needs to be... we need to move all of this a little lower. Oh, crap. Uh-oh. Now I lost where it was. Didn't get any better. Hold on. It's the placement above the track is genuinely kind of hard. No snapping, please. I mean, that should work. And then we can place this one. Just like barely above it as well. And then we can, this is crazy, but I'm also low-key, this is hilarious. Let's turn on the snap again. And then this one should snap, right? Come on. Hello? Tell me that you're gonna snap to it. I am tired. I want the... At this point, I'm like, how am I... Where is this even... Okay, that's literally as close as I can get it. There we go. Now please snap to it. Come on. We got it. Oh, we got it. Okay. Okay. We're gonna test this with the possibility of this going horribly wrong. I mean, at least no one's getting stuck. I mean, lost some souls, but that's probably because that needs to be blocked off. Shoot a marble out of a cannon with an airtime of at least 1 second. We actually got a reward. Okay, so everybody got through. I mean, not everybody, including myself, made it onto the track. Oh, really? Look. You're joining on the side quest. I don't even know, where did I go? Did I go down the stairs? I just left. I was like, I'm done. Okay. So, actually, a lot higher finish. Like, look at that. Also, Felona, congratulations. You actually won. This was still a little chaotic. I feel like maybe still not the best option to funnel everything through a funnel, but at least it was better than we had before. And I'll just like place a block here and maybe one on top. No, can I place one on top of it? I'm gonna try again. Okay, so fun fact, the reason people fall off is because the funnel just yeah. Oh, let's go. Ollie, Mango, Snowbun. I do feel like once you end up on this side, you are definitely faster. Yeah, you're just like slowly moving out of the frame. You're like, yeah, goodbye. Okay. So, hold on. You were so close. Where did it go wrong? I don't know. You went on an adventure, though. Okay, so top 10. I made it to 10th. Oh my goodness, let's go. That's fun. But that's a wild thing to say. You finished. This game is really definition of trial and error. I feel like we are learning so much. Okay, hold on. I wanna quickly move these. Get your head out of the gutter. Why? I like it here. Congratulations to everyone who finished. Exactly. Okay, like, what if we put it like this? Because then there's hopefully less marbles that will, like, fall off. This game is just like finishing. Indeed, trial and error. Gotta figure out what works for everyone, right? Okay, still people fall off. Guys, at this point, what do you do? I tried to help you, okay? I tried to help you. Okay. Hold on. I see Mojo. Okay, so actually, Mango managed to get first place, but you came through this track, so it doesn't necessarily mean that if you end up on this side, you win. Let's freaking go. But also, Mojo, you were so close to getting first place. Also, this is a cozy corner. Look at everyone. Wait, how are you here, Mango? You want... Oh, that's how. Everyone's just like, yeah, we chilling outside of the finish line. But like after you finish, it doesn't matter. You already got what you came for. Yeah, that's the winner's corner. But congratulations, Mango, and Mojo getting second place. And then Rayleigh third. Let's freaking go. And I made it top 10 again. Also, I see an awful lot of pink. Do we just have a lot of pink ones? Or I feel like the pink ones are... I mean, let's be real. There's a lot of pink in the top 10. There's not so much pink at the bottom. What is that about? What is that about? Rigged. I know. I think so. Okay, so if you guys want to change your marble color, you know, I think you can just retype join and change your marble color. The pink ones are lubricated. I think so. Yeah. Has a... Oh, maybe you... Okay, I think you actually need to exit. Hold on. Sorry. I set that to test, but it's giving me like these things. I think if you type !exit and then rejoin with a new color, I'll also rejoin. I will join with orange. No, with purple. Hold on. I actually clicked out of the game to type, but then it didn't change anything. But it seems like it's working, though. It seems like it's actually going pretty smooth with adding names. Also, if you weren't in here before and you still want to join, feel free to join with your marbles. We can do like a couple more rounds, and then I think we ought to wrap up stream for today because I'm really tired. Because I had a really long focus day with editing. So I'm actually noticing that I'm really tired. But I want to do like a couple more race rounds. I look pink. Hold on. Where are you? Am I blind? Oh, you're here. Yeah, I think teal didn't work. Did you exit first? Also, hi, Rosalie. Welcome in. It's good to see you. That actually killed me multiple times. Yeah, being first doesn't necessarily is not necessarily a safe space. Abu's like, never mind. I'll rejoin. I'll go in the back. Maybe teal. Probably. Maybe you can just do blue if you want, or green. Either one. But I think maybe teal is probably indeed not one. I see that black and white are ones, but other than that, it seems to be pretty like default colors. To prove a point. Okay. Being first does not mean finishing first or finishing at all. Exactly. Okay. Okay, I'll start the race. And then if you guys want to join after this race, you can just literally join. You made it. Yes, we made this marble track on stream today. It was a lot of trial and error. Okay. You guys ready? Goodbye. Few souls are lost to the void. Oh. Okay, let's see. I see Hollow on the being on the elevator first. I think Hollow might get to the finish first. Yeah. This time around, this side was definitely faster. Because only now are people from this side coming in. But let's go. A lot of you guys making it out here, though. I like it. Although, thank you so much for the biddies. I love that. Ik ben de beste. I love how, like, no emotion there is in it. Like, ik ben de beste. Okay. But that's actually, it's kind of cool to see that there's like 42 marbles that joined. And only 29 actually, no, 28 finished. I get that. Yeah, that went fast. You were like, you won one time and you're like, I'm definitely the best. I'm like peak at marble. I'm a peak marble. Nobody is a better marble than me. Also, listen, I still see quite a lot of pink. Hollow, you got a pink marble and immediately won. Listen, I changed colors. And where am I? 41. I used to be a top 10er. See? Okay. I feel like there's a bias. We gotta test again. This is the pink conspiracy. I think so. If you still want to join, if you haven't joined, 1-2 times and I'm not pink. Okay, what is your color then? Because now we need to know if you're not pink, what is the best color to be then? Everyone changed to pink. Or we'll all be losers. All of a sudden, everyone flying off the track. But yeah, if you want, you can still join. Still add your marbles or exit and change your color if you want to. Good thing we're all lubed. The whole track gets slippery. How is one supposed to finish then? Okay. Lube up. I literally read that and in my head go, lube up your balls. And then I was like, I don't know, okay? My brain is in the gutter. Is this a reference? You don't lube up your Sorry, no. Don't answer that. Okay. We're gonna continue. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Let's see. How are we doing here? Oy! Stop the streamer. And you're just making it worse. You're just making it worse. Cuckoo! That last second overtake. Did you see that? That was such a close call. Holy shit, nearly second win. That literally, I thought you were gonna win. I was about to say that you won this round as well, and then Cuckoo went like This is amazing. I'm having so much fun, by the way. This is like genuinely one of the most unhinged streams ever, I think. I'm having a great time. I also didn't expect something that made me remember my childhood would bring me so much dirty mind joy. Like, I did not see that coming. Also, can we take a moment? This is actually a lot of non-pink. I think pink supremacy is over. I think that was it. I was top 3 first 5 rounds and then it all went downhill. Was that when you changed your marble color? But look, all the pink all the way at the bottom. You lubed up too much, guys. Oh, God. Oh God. Barbie died, everyone. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, I want to do one more. I want to do one more track. So if you guys want to enter, this is going to be the final race. So feel free to change your color by exiting and rejoining, or join if you hadn't joined before. This is going to be the final race. Tragic loop. Also, I can't believe that somehow you guys tricked me again into making another loop clip. And yes, that is a problem, that we now have multiple loop clips, because it's starting to become a thing where I'm like, do I need to get a loop sponsorship? Because at this point, I think I might have to. Because like, and also completely different contexts. But I think at this point, it's just meant to be. Multiple loop clips, yeah. Because there was one time where I'm talking about if you want to remove your rings, if they're stuck on your fingers, and soap isn't working, lube is actually great for that. But then Hollow, you also made both of the loop clips. I'm starting to, interesting. Yeah, I feel like something sus is going on there. So the thing is, Hollow clipped it in a way that completely removes the context. And it just sounds like I'm doing an ad read for Loop. Like, it truly, genuinely sounds like I'm promoting Loop. I'm like, yeah, it's great. It's more slippery than soap. And yes, I have used it. I have been to that point. It works wonders. And it's like, I'm talking about removing my rings, but without the context. It's like, it's so weird. I mentioned the context of rings at the beginning of the 60 seconds, and then you just snipped it right off. No one used soap. No. See, that's what I mean. In the context of me saying it's way more slippery than soap, you should already think to yourself, well, probably, girl, don't use soap down there. So you're probably talking that. Thank you, Hollow. That's the clip. For anyone, if you guys want to see the original loop clip, I'm concerned that there is now an original and a new loop clip, but that's the OG. Snipped it right off. Wasn't looped up well enough. Snipped it right off. Oh, I genuinely thought you were very open about your, private bedroom stuff. I mean, listen, honestly, I think we should talk about that more, because you know how many people are ashamed to use lube? And you shouldn't be. Good on you guys, whatever you use it for your bedroom stuff, for removing rings, for getting your marbles to get to the finish faster. I don't care. Use it. It's great stuff. At this point, Durex, can we work together? Like, can we do like a lube sponsorship or something? Because at this point, I'm just promoting. Building a custom keyboard, get lube. Different type of lube, but it's also called lube. You have to lube up your keyboard if you want to build a good keyboard. This is not even a joke. I've also, in fact, built keyboards on stream, and we talked about lube in that context as well. At this point, I think I should, yeah. Just like the bell peppers is becoming an unintentional brand. Reassembling my keyboard. I mean, I actually don't know what would happen if you put actual lube in your keyboard. Like, because you put so little, I don't think it would actually be that much of a problem. If it's silicone-based lube, you should be fine. I wouldn't put water-based lube in your keyboard, though. How much spend? Well, apparently a lot. It's a very lubricated stream, I guess. Rosanna, the lube bell pepper girl. That does not make it sound better. I think if you put those together in a sentence, people are really going to question what I'm doing with my bell peppers. Which I don't think would be a great idea. It's a very slippery slope. It's very lubed up. Very slippery. You have to lubricate networking cables when you're pulling them through concrete. True. I've actually never done that part though. That's the part of lubing I don't have experience with. Bell pepper flavored lube. Listen, I'd be down. I'd be down. Why not? You have strawberry flavored one. Very niche market. Customer rosannatxt. That's it. Why not? Well, stuffed bell pepper. Guys, this is getting... I'm crying. How did we get here? How are we playing a marbles game, but we somehow end up talking about bell pepper flavored lube? I'm actually, my stomach hurts from laughing. My goodness. Okay. Seen on Twitch. That's like Tommy teleshopping, but weirder. Oh my goodness. Okay. I truly did not expect any of this going in today's stream. This was not where I thought we would end up on. Anyways, time for our final race. Too bad. Some souls are already lost. I mean, I guess realistically, we could probably place a wall around there. Oh my god, Emma going so fast. Oh, I think Emma might make it. Although, earlier, we saw a crazy overtake. Emma made it first, but that was a close call. If Sapphire didn't fall off the track, that was so close. Oh, ooh. Okay, we're getting stuck at the finish line now. Oh god. Okay, you guys are pushing each other through. This is wonderful. Of course it's me. Of course I'm holding all of you guys up. That is new. This is the first time that we're getting stuck at the finish line, though. Edging the finish. You didn't just say that. This is why lube is important, everyone. It's about the journey. I am actually crying. Oh my goodness. Also, I think Mojo, your name is in the sky because you're like somewhere back there. Because I think you're underneath the sofa. Listen. So many didn't finish. Oh, but congratulations, Emma, on winning this round. I am actually like, I cannot even with you guys. Edging and lubrication go ahead. Oh my goodness, this is getting worse and worse. A very unsatisfied community you are. Okay, one more. And then I promise I'm gonna find someone to raid. It's so sad. The people that just fall off immediately. Okay, let's see. I see Ollie coming in here. But is it good? Is it? Yes. Ollie made it first. Dr. Sim second. Let's go. Okay. See? Now everything's... I was lubricated this time. I didn't hold you guys up. We're all going in smooth. Sorry. I should really stop talking. They're the ones who use too much. Oh. Okay, this is better. Now at least we have like more people here. The last round felt so anticlimactic. Definitely better than water-based, right? That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Okay, so everyone switch to the silicone lube. The water-based one does not go very well with the wooden tracks. But Ollie, congratulations for winning. Look at that. Look at that list. So many actually made it to the finish. Although I also... Actually, hold on. 35 out of 51. That is quite a good score. No one size fits all. That is true. Because it's very clear that this track is not fitting for everyone. The bigger funnel became my enemy because I fell every time after that was added. Okay, so I think if we were to reuse this track, I am gonna save it. We should probably add a retaining wall or something, or like some blocks around the border here, so that the people that like fall over the edge get pushed back in. You know, back into the hole you go. But yeah, I like this. This was fun. I'm very happy that we got to try this game. I am very, very happy that we got to try this game. This was good. Very unhinged. I feel like, I don't know what it is with marbles, but it brings out an interesting side to this community. Yes, I am sure that I want to quit the game. Okay. Then I am actually going to put on some... Because the game had music in it, but if you put a giant block there now, maybe you won't forget. Yeah, but I am really gonna end stream now because I am tired, and I am doing another big stream tomorrow because tomorrow we're doing co-working during the day, and then we're doing Lego in the evening. If you guys want to come hang out for that. We're gonna build the Minecraft Lego set, and if I have time, I might start the Animal Crossing one, but it really depends. Like, I find it so hard to estimate how long a Lego set's gonna take me, because sometimes I fly through them and sometimes they take me longer. The Minecraft set is intended for children, just like the Animal Crossing set though, so that means that usually they are a little bit simpler. When I was doing the Friends set, which is like a 2,000 plus piece set, it definitely took me multiple nights, so I don't think it will be that difficult. I think it is time for us to see who we can raid. Let me actually have a little check. Who all is live? Doing a quick little scroll. I mean, I don't think anyone's playing this game because we have limited access and there's not many people who have access to the game. So there's no one live with Cozy Marbles, so I can't take you somewhere else to someone who's doing Cozy Marbles. Ooh. I have an idea. How about... Because I actually haven't seen a lot of this game, so I would like to see a bit more of this game. Do you guys want to go to Fields of Mystria? Because I'm actually, like, people keep asking me about this game. And at this point, I'm like, I probably should watch a little bit to get an idea about the game. Yes, we would be going to Kayla. Because also that's just good vibes for me to, like, wrap up my stream. And I just love hanging out there. So I think that might be a good place to raid into. Then we can also up the Simsy counter again. Because at this point, the Simsy counter is getting a little dusty, I think. So I think that'd be fun. But yeah, I think that wraps it up. I think we're going to go say hi to Kayla. I think that's fun. I also have a resub to share there. I just noticed. But thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for absolutely cracking me the fuck up. That was hilarious. I literally have, like, I feel my stomach muscles from how much we laughed. That was very good. I love it. If you guys are hanging out here and you would like to know when and what I stream, the Discord would be the best place to be. That is where you can find my schedule in time zone friendly ways. That is where you can hang out with the community outside of stream hours. That is also where you can join our Minecraft community Discord. Not Minecraft community Discord, our Minecraft community server. That's the word I was looking for. You do need the palm tree roll to be able to access it, but it is free to join for everyone if you do have that palm tree roll. You can also follow me on any of my other socials. I'm mostly active on Instagram, or you can follow me on YouTube if you want to see more of my gaming content. I also re-upload my streams on my second channel. So if you ever want to recap a stream or catch up on a stream that you missed and you prefer watching on YouTube, you can do that there as well. But yeah, we're going to go say hi to Kayla. If you're going to come along on this raid, feel free to copy pasta one of the raid messages. We have ones with emotes that you can use if you're subscribed to the channel. Otherwise, we have ones with regular emojis. For the palm trees, that is if you want to join our community Minecraft server. So we have a community server that everyone can play on. The thing is, because it was getting like a little overwhelming to manage who had access to the server, we have decided to give people access that have the palm tree role, just to make sure that it's a little bit more manageable. And also people that join the server have been in the community longer than like 2 minutes, basically. Sorry. Oh, yes, there we go. There we go. 13. Ooh, I have work to do. We're like halfway there and it's already month 8. But yeah, I'm going to copy pasta that raid message. I'll be back tomorrow with co-working during the day and Lego in the evening if you want to come hang out. Otherwise, I have co-working on Thursday. We have Stardew Valley on Friday or a reading stream on Sunday. So if you want to come and hang out for either of those, I would love to see you there. But for now, I wish you a wonderful rest of your time zone and I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.